Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to set up your new Chromebook. This will be all the new steps. I just purchased this Chromebook for review and I'm going to show you what happens after you plug that in and the first time it turns on. I'm going to guide you through the step from beginning to the end all the way to the home page. So the first thing we get is the welcome. Now here is where you can choose the language and let me show you different languages this Chromebook supports. And I'm just going to go slow so you guys can see all those languages, and of course you can always pause it, but there's a lot of different languages supported, pretty much all the major languages. There's also different variations of French, English, German, Spanish, different dialects and so on and so on. So for me, since I'm in United States, I'm gonna choose English, and also you can change the keyboard. So you can do US International and different US types. If you change the language, it might be different. So here we go. Next, we're gonna press OK. All right, and then there's another option where you can choose accessibility. And here's those different options. You can do spoken feedback, large mouse cursor. So if you don't see good, if you're older or just don't see good in general, you can increase the mouse cursor. There's also a high contrast mode where you can change it to the black screen. There's also a screen magnifier, which will zoom it in. There's also select to speak, docked magnifier, and on-screen keyboard. Now this is a touchscreen, so I can use that on-screen keyboard if I don't want to use this one. Now, what we're gonna do next, if you're happy with the settings so far, we're gonna do let's go. Now the next thing is, of course, you have to connect it to the Wi-Fi. If you don't have internet access, you won't be able to set up your Chromebook. All right, so once our Wi-Fi connects, we will get Google Terms of Service, and there's this little optional help improve Chrome OS. For me, I always leave it unchecked, and then we will do accept and continue. Now it will check for updates. Most times you won't download updates right away unless you buy like a three-year-old Chromebook that's still new, and then you try to set it up, it might download those updates. But for now, most times it won't update it. It will wait until you're on the home screen, then it will get those updates. All right, now this is another important step. It says who is using this Chromebook. If you're setting it up for yourself, of course you're gonna do you. But if you want this Chromebook to be for your child, it says set digital ground rules to help your child learn playing sports. So you can block some stuff that you don't want your child to be using, which is very, very important. If you don't want them going on specific websites and stuff like that, you can also put passwords so they can't buy stuff from the App Store. They will need your permission, which is of course very important. You don't want them buying a lot of games on your credit card and stuff like that. For me, I'm going to do setup for myself, and there's also on the bottom left, there's enterprise enrollment. Again, I'm not going to do that. This is personal Chromebook, so we're just gonna do next. Now, another important step is, which is of course a must, you do need to sign in to your Chromebook. If you have if this is a company's Chromebook, you can do more options and then enterprise enrollment, or you can just create a new Google account. If you already have account, any Gmail account, you can even use other email accounts, for example MSN and stuff like that. You can use that too to sign in. So let me just sign in with mine. All right, now it says you're signed in. Now this is another step where it says Chrome Sync. So if you used that Gmail on the Chrome browser, all those bookmarks, history, passwords, you can of course sync them onto your new Chromebook. But you can also review sync options following setup. Let's do that, and I'll show you all the steps if there's some other stuff that you can uncheck or check. So the first one is backup to Google Drive. So that one we will leave checked. As I mentioned, all those pictures and stuff like that, it will be backed up to the Google Drive. So for example, if something happens to your Chromebook or you want to sell it and buy a new one, all your stuff will come back to the new one. It says user location. So this is another thing, especially since you're using a lot of the Google Play Store apps. I always do use location. Either way, every app is going to ask you separately, or you can just leave it as use location. And we can also do review Google Play options following setup. So let's do that. All right, so the next screen is the Google Assistant. So if you do want to end up using Google Assistant on your Chromebook, you can agree. Or if you don't want to use it, you can just say no thanks. For me, I already have enough assistants around my house. I don't need one on my Chromebook, so I'm going to do no thanks. Now on this final screen, it says get Chromebook tips, offers, and updates, and share feedback. Unsubscribe anytime. So if you do want to do that, they're going to send you, promotional emails and stuff like that, tips to your email. Since I already used Chromebooks before and I already know most of the tips, I'm not going to do that. It's definitely optional. And now we're going to do get started. And here we are, just like that, very simple. And one final thing I wanted to show you is make sure you always check out the perks. Every time you buy a new Chromebook, they will let you either give you some apps or give you new trials, which is kind of cool. So you can get 100 gigabytes of cloud storage for a year. You can get 3 months of YouTube Premium free of charge. YouTube Premium is if you watch YouTube, there will be no ads, and also they have their music, so you can listen to just a bunch of music. I believe they have most of the songs and stuff like that. So here's some little bit more of those apps, and of course you can always check out what's new if you haven't never used Chromebook, or if you haven't used it for a year, you can see if anything is new. All right, so that's how you set up your Chromebook. Hopefully this tutorial was easy to follow. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if this video helped you out, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy your day.